I want this to be the beginning.
What's the beginning?
Como si fuera una modelo.
Hasta salió. All right. Welcome back, guys. Dolor Por Amor Podcast number 3. Today's guest is none other than my really good friend, Fernando, a.k.a. Ram Fair on Instagram. Un saludazo, Ram Fair.
Hey, bravo, bravo. Buenas noches. Aquí estamos desde mi casa, Surprise, Arizona.
A.k.a. Las Vegas.
If you guys ever are going on the way to Vegas, por ahí vivo.
Yeah. Casi llegando a...
Last stop.
The last stop of... casi Wickenburg, Yamero.
Hey, one thing I can't change now is that people call me Ramfer.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
Yeah?
Nobody knows this, but I hate it.
Why?
Because I'm past that.
Because you're not Ram Fair anymore. Is it because you don't have a Ram anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does this
I
make you sad still or what?
I haven't had a Ram since like 2019.
Pre-COVID?
2018 probably. And it just got stuck.
Yeah.
Well,
your Instagram's still Ram Fair, but...
So a bunch of... Yeah, I tried changing it. It's just... But a bunch of people don't even call me Ramfer. They just call me Ram. So I'm like...
What the heck? Why?
A bunch of people.
Like the people that hire you or just...
Yeah,
what?
they just... Hey, Ram, do this. Hey, Ram. I'm like, bro.
And then do you think it's because they think that's your name or something? Or they just don't know who you are?
Because nobody knows.
They don't know the OG Fernando. That's
they don't
why.
know Ramfer.
Perro.
Ramfer's gone.
Talking about Ramfer, R.I.P. Ram Fair. Oh, pues talking about your name, bro. I mean, you have it on a license plate in your E40, so you must not hate it that much.
E40? ¿Qué es eso?
¿Qué es E30 or E40? My bad. I'm not a freaking European enthusiast.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, Ramfer is pretty much my how do you call it? Like my brand.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Like that's people know me as Ramfer, and it's just stuck forever now, I guess.
Yeah. And everybody knows you as Ram Fair?
Yeah.
Or Ram?
Nobody knows me. But some people don't even know my name's Fernando.
That's crazy. They don't... What I don't know.
So there's this guy. His name's Ramferi, Elmer's brother. Mm-hmm. Shout out Elmer.
Elmer from Ram Fair?
No, Elmer, he has a detailing company.
Oh, okay. Sí.
And his brother's name's Ramferi. So I've had a couple calls. They call me and they're like, hey, they just start talking. Hey, wait, ¿quién sabe qué? I'm like, who is this? Isn't this Ramferi? No. Like,
they're like, this is Ram Fair.
Yeah.
Fernando.
I'm like, okay. Bye.
Bye. R.I.P. ¿Qué te voy a decir? Talking about the Ram way. You sold it in 2019, entonces?
Yeah, traded in for a SRT Jeep. Como el tuyo.
Yeah.
What year is yours?
17.
Oh, perdón.
So mine actually has fog lights, right?
Mine was a 14. So it was just like yours.
Had the fog lights on the bumper though, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was sick too. I mean, they're all badass, but. So, talking about the Ram days, bro. Let's go back. Okay. Let's go back way back to when I met you.
That's how we met?
Ram Fam. So, you used to be, or you were the founder of AZ Ram Fam, aka Ram Fam of pretty much every other state.
Yeah, it was AZ, New Mexico. Mm-hmm. There was a Vegas chapter for a little bit,
yeah,
and then a Cali.
Cali's still going,
bro. Cali, yeah, I've seen stickers still on trucks, the OG stickers that we made, and when I see them, I'm like, bro, like, damn, it's still going.
It makes you kind of like, damn, I miss it.
Like AZ, yeah, no hay nada. There's no truck
not really
that I like. Well, I stopped being in truck scene forever, but. It's not how it used to be.
No, it's dying down now.
I think
now
that's
it's more
why
about tacuache takeovers and illegal street racing. But I mean, that's like, the takeovers is crazy.
I know people that used to illegally race, but I'm not gonna say no names.
I don't know. Must be some random guy, some fast guy probably, huh? One of the fastest Rams in Arizona, I guess.
Yeah.
So talk to me about that, bro. I met you when I was in high school. I was, I believe I was a senior.
You were the youngest one, huh?
I was the youngest one. I couldn't drink or nothing.
I think, no, it was you and Rudy.
Rudy was younger, but he was in a little bit later. I think towards after I graduated.
Okay.
So I joined when I was in high school because I had just got my truck from...
Do you know what year?
17. Yeah, so 2017, I bought the silver truck.
I think we started in 16.
16?
15 or 16?
Was it?
No,
I think it was longer than that.
15
because I remember being like un pinche moquillo and looking up to
Yeah.
you guys with the trucks and stuff. And I was like, oh, like that's sick. That's why I wanted a Ram. I wanted a Lightning at first, but
So
they were expensive at the time still. So.
I remember mine was in 2013, and it was the first. It was the 13 was the year where it came with like in the shifter.
Center, the shifter, yeah.
Yeah. So mine, I thought so like when I got mine, the year after is the 8-speed, the 8-speed. I was like, bro, I could have had 8-speed.
But I think the shifter here was a lot more like it looked better.
I liked
but
it.
the 6-speed versus the 8-speed.
Yeah,
6-speed was like
slow.
Yeah, and you do anything to it, the transmission just goes, it blows up.
Oh yeah.
So no aguantaba.
I never really did any fast parts like you guys, but.
Okay.
So we started 2015. I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
And all we recruited was 2-door Rams.
Single cabs.
Yeah, put as single cabs. And then we had so many people want to join with the 3rd gen, with the 4-door.
Mm-hmm. No,
I would
it had to be single cab.
Single cab, and the new ones. So we started that, and I just started recruiting people that were, my thing was, I wasn't desmadroso. I didn't like to be out there doing crazy shit like other clubs. And I would only recruit people that were chill. Mm-hmm. And
that's why you didn't recruit me.
Pretty much a bunch of people like they wanted to join, and I didn't have crazy rules like other clubs.
Yeah, like you have to have a certain drop and you have to have wheels and
like other clubs like
interior.
I feel like se pasaban like chill, like
and then
it's
they
not
had
that
fees.
Serious. Yeah.
Like you have to pay a monthly fee of $25 or $50.
I feel like us like we'd be like, hey, we need some shirts, pues todos ponían poquito.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's throw a party.
On a Saturday we'd go to the Mercado de los Cielos, or Phoenix Marketplace and get the shirts made. Well, that's crazy.
Let's throw a party. Boom, todos ponían su
dinerito. Yeah. Was it the AZ Truck Fest parties?
Yeah.
Those were lit, bro. They were fun. But that's how I met you. I remember I think I was 17 when I met you. 17.
2017?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ya había pasado el first truck AZ Truck Fest.
Yeah. Ya había pasado primero.
That Toxic?
Not Toxic. No, the Toxic. I had the truck. I had my silver truck.
Oh, so it was the Bumblebee one?
That was after.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know. It was like all over the place, but So you said you sold your truck in 2019.
Yeah. So 2017 nació mi hijo, and then I think it was 2018 that I needed a family car. Mm-hmm. So I was like, damn, the Jeep SRT.
And you're like, I can get a Honda Odyssey or a CRV.
It's because I didn't want to downgrade at the time. Like my mindset was like, no, I need something cool, whatever. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't the best decision, but it was what I wanted.
I feel like there's no such thing as a bad decision. There's only learning lessons.
True.
So at that time, if it wasn't a bad choice, then it wasn't a bad choice. No,
So here's where it gets like. So at the time, my girl, she didn't have a car. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I only had the Jeep for like a year or two. Uh-huh. And she did have a car, but it was ugly, and it was an old Jeep, like a Cherokee.
Yeah. The old ones. Yeah. Like I think I remember which one it was. 90, like a 99.
90 so anyways, I was like, bro, I can't be having my girl driving this beat up ass fucking Jeep.
Yo en SRT.
Y yo echando carita en el Jeep, you know what I mean? So I ended up traded in the Jeep, got her car, and I was in an ugly car for a while. Mm-hmm. I was like in 3 ugly cars. Yeah. You just, you have to do that sometimes. So.
Yeah.
So
that's good, dude. And I feel like most people wouldn't. They'll look at the situation and just be like, nah, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing that you took the initiative,
For a while, I was like, just you take the Jeep, and then, but nah. So she just got a new car, and I was in beat up cars for a while. Mm-hmm. I was like in 3 or 4. Mm-hmm. I would buy one. It would break down. I would sell it, buy another one.
Yeah.
Until one day I was like, I'm gonna get another car, another nice car.
What was it? The Cadillac?
I traded in the Jeep for the Cadillac.
Oh, and that's what she was driving.
Yeah, ya se lo acabó, pero es otra historia.
Oh.
But anyways, I ended up getting another BMW for myself, the X1.
Oh, so I remember the white one, right? The white BMW. Was it white or was it like a gray?
There was like 3. There's 3 or 4. But now I have like...
So you had like a dealership, but it was like more rotation.
So Yeah, I just ended up spending a bunch because I wanted to be cheap. So I ended up, you know how
It costed you at the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I just ended
There's
up.
a saying too. It's called buy one, cry once. So if you would have just been like, you know what, fuck
From
it,
the
I'm gonna
beginning.
I'm gonna just make the initial investment. But hey,
I think right
it's
now-
all learning lessons. So
Right now, because the Cadillac, pues ya se la acabó, my girl. I think I'm about to go buy a Model Y.
oh, okay.
Finally.
And they have good incentives right now.
Yeah.
Because my fiance just bought one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 6 months ago.
Yeah. Oh, did she get it when it was like
5,000.
0.99
Yeah, so
APR?
like little like low interest rate.
Yep.
5,000 reimbursement rate or algo
Oh,
así,
they
like
give
some
you- yeah.
incentives. They had a lot of incentives, and she literally got it like on her phone. Like we were going to a dinner,
That's what I wanted.
and she's like, I don't know. Like she's been talking about it. We test drove them.
Are they nice?
Yeah, they're nice,
Yeah?
dude. Yeah,
'Cause I drive a lot.
Dude, the way you drive,
Bro,
te conviene.
I drive a lot.
Because she
never
bought it.
home.
She bought it like 6 months ago.
I'm surprised I'm home right now.
Dude, she has like 9,000 miles on the car already in 6 months. But you know what she does? She's like working all over the place.
Bro,
She
be
works,
doing,
yeah.
Bro, every time I get in on her story, she's doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah, so
Doing good, Nadia.
yeah, so she's all over the place, and I'm happy she got her car because one of the things she does is makeup, right?
Yeah.
And before this, she still has it, but it's a 2007 Wrangler, and those have their own problems. Like
Can't be a daily,
the
bro.
sensor fucks up, and it's on 35s. Pa acabarla. It's a V6, but wastes more gas than my Jeep SRT. So when she would have to do makeup like in Apache Junction or Sedona, she'd be like, babe, can I borrow your car? So, just in case. I'm like, pues sí, I'm gonna have
Just in
go-
case.
go-
That's when
go-
you know.
Yeah, I was like,
That's when you know. Like,
I was like, I'm gonna put gas in it so te aguante and then take the car. So then I would take her Jeep and it's standard too to top it all off. So now I'm here in a black Jeep with a pink stripe, driving. I'm here bumping like Cardi B and everybody's like, ese güey que. I get you, bro. I get the story on, having to make those sacrifices for your other person. And it's just, I feel like that's one of our jobs as a man, to, help our lady out. Yeah. So
you have to, sacrifice.
but going back, I would say, go for it, bro. I feel like right now, I'm not a big fan of electric cars, but I feel like for the right person, it's a smart choice.
Yeah,
like for you,
all of
since you're driving so
all of the
much.
people that I ask that have one and that see what I do, they're like, bro, yes, no, that's a no-brainer. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. And I'm like, I'm about to pay off the Cadillac finally. And I think I'm going tomorrow, honestly.
To go sell it or to go pay it
No,
off?
to go.
Because you were telling me you had the car payment
So
coming.
I'm gonna see what they suggest to do, because I think I'm gonna keep it, and then so I have the Cadillac
Just in case.
just in case.
No, see. Well, talking about that, bro. So I've known you for, I would say, 10 years. No, like 8-10 years.
Damn, already.
That's how long it's been, dude. So when I joined RamFam, I noticed you're always taking pictures of the team. You're always taking pictures. You always had a camera,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, este güey que se cree fotógrafo, no que. But then you would take these clean ass rollers, and you were getting paid by other truck clubs to take pictures and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's está chido eso. Talk to me about that. How did you get started? How did you get started taking? Like, what made you make that choice?
When I first started, I feel like I've always wanted to be a photographer, but I've never thought of myself as a photographer. Like, I've never called myself I've never said I'm a professional. I don't know why.
But it was more word of mouth, right?
Yeah.
More like conocidos and stuff.
Yeah. So at first it was like the trucks. I started with I still have it. I don't know how the phone can see, but I started with the GoPro Hero 4 Silver.
Dude, we're on like Hero 15 right now.
I know. But anyways, I started with the GoPro, just taking pictures of the truck club.
Yeah.
Well, our truck club.
Yeah.
And then people would be like, hey, well, come take pictures of me. And I would just do it for fun. And then people would ask me, and I'm like, well, I don't want to do this for you. You know,
You're not in my club.
I do it for us.
Yeah. Especially a yonke,
So then little by little, like I would be like, yeah, I'll do it for $40.
Yeah.
And then they paid me the $40. I'm like, that's nice.
Yeah. Let's keep
So
going.
so then I started with the little GoPro.
See.
And I would take it everywhere, honestly. And then from there, I got a camera. It was a Rebel T5i.
I don't know what the
back
fuck
in
that
the day. And when people would tell me, like, can you do this? Like, can you take pictures of this? I wouldn't. I didn't know how to take pictures of whatever they were asking me.
But you would say yes.
But I'd be like, yeah, let's do it.
And then you research how.
And then that night, guess where? YouTube research.
I feel like YouTube is the best school.
YouTube,
bro.
yeah, that's how I learned. Honestly, that's how I learned. And I'd be like, when the day would come, I'd be nervous as shit. Like,
yeah, you're like, oh, van a salir. They're not gonna come out good.
What am I doing?
See.
And then, so a lot of people don't know this. Like, I don't think anybody knows this except maybe Jose Pacheco.
Mm-hmm.
I would edit on my phone for like the first 5 years.
On the like pictures and stuff?
Yeah.
Swear. And they would come out clean?
Yeah. I'd be there like in detail, like zooming in.
Yeah,
like,
zooming in.
And then, I mean, I would take my time and really try, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it would be on my phone. I would edit. And then, I started making a little bit of money. And I was always working, but like on the side, I would always make my little money with pictures. And then I was like, okay. After I would make a little bit of money, I started investing in like lenses and, little whatever I needed to upgrade my, photography game. And then after that, I bought another camera. And then I started shooting like weddings.
Yeah.
Or like portraits of people. And, little by little, I just started getting more and more invested in photography. And then.
So when would you say, at what time would you say it was like, because you had a job, right? You were working a job.
Yep.
When did you decide to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do this full time?
So I tried it once and I failed. And I don't even know when. But I tried it once, I failed, and it fucking broke me because I thought I thought I had it all ready to go. And then that's when I worked at a restaurant. This whole time I worked at a restaurant, Café Rumba. You've been there?
Yeah, Rumba Cafe.
Bro, I worked there for 13 years.
Yeah. With con tu mamá que no?
Yeah. My whole family works there. And then
far as shit, but
yeah, I mean,
I was at Glendale Community College when you were there. So I was like, estaba ahí
right
cerca.
there,
Yeah, that's why I would pull up. But
and
no, pues sí, I used to work there.
And so, like, imagine like quitting that job was the hardest thing I did because, like, since I was like 15, 14, I worked there.
Yeah.
And it's like quitting on my family, and everybody was like, what are you doing? Like,
it was
like, how are you gonna
scary.
quit? Yeah, how are you gonna quit? Like,
yeah.
What are you gonna do? Like they would see me take pictures and stuff, and then they always knew I took pictures on the side. So like,
but they didn't see that as a a full time gig. They thought it was like a side gig.
Yeah, I mean, it was always a side gig. So then when I quit, I thought I had it all set. It's gonna be easy. Hell no, it wasn't. I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
So I failed.
Yeah.
And then that's when I got my FedEx job.
Yeah.
And then I feel like when I got my FedEx job, I was really ready to
go for it again.
Yeah.
So what would you say? Like you failed. How did you feel when you failed? Like, bro, you didn't want you were like, I'm gonna just sell everything. Like, I understand because I've done multiple things too in my life where like I think I have it all planned out, and I'm like, no, it has to succeed. Like, it's a no-brainer.
I remember.
And then all of a sudden, it doesn't go the way you want it to, and you just feel like, damn it, what the fuck am I doing?
I think I was working. When I quit, I was working for someone full time, and then they told me they didn't need me after it was like 3 months after I quit, bro. So imagine like you thought you had it, and then 2-3 months later, they told you no more, bro. That day, like I cried on my way home.
Yeah.
And I called my girl. I was like I don't have that job no more that I thought was gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
And then that's when I was like, fuck, like what am I
gonna do?
Yeah. But it wasn't like I wasn't ready to not have a job. So like that's when I knew I wasn't ready. So then I think that same week I got the job at FedEx. And then like at FedEx, then I was like, okay, time to actually plan to quit. And then I just started planning, and then 2 years later, then that's when I really quit. And then this is my first year full time.
First year full time. So when was it? Because you did we did the Halloween pictures last year, right?
Yep.
So would you say that was like the initial start of the?
So I was full time at FedEx for the first year.
Mm-hmm.
The second year, I was full time for like the first 2 months, and then I went part time.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when I was like working 2 to 3 days, and then the other days I would shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got to a point where FedEx was getting in the way,
Mm-hmm.
and
you couldn't like say, hey, I'm not gonna make it today, you know,
no,
because that's not how work is.
no, like, and I don't want to, no quiero quedar mal
Yeah.
at my work. So like I was always at work or shooting,
Mm-hmm.
and then even like after work I would go shoot. So like at the end, I told my boss, like, I think I'm gonna quit now. And then on my birthday I quit. I told him he didn't believe me. I was like, I'm gonna quit on my birthday. So it was like 2 months out.
Yeah. So instead of 2 weeks, you gave him 2 months.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna quit.
And he's like,
he didn't
nah.
believe me. And then like maybe 3 weeks out, I was like, hey, the date's coming.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh shit, you're serious?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And then I quit, and it's been great.
How did you feel like when you quit?
So
like,
this time around,
yeah,
I knew I was ready. Like,
yeah,
you just feel it.
yeah.
Like I was ready. Like I was super busy,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been busy
because you already
ever
had like a
since.
certain amount of clients
Yep.
pretty much set up.
Yeah.
When in this time, were you doing still just like photography, or were you doing like actual videography too?
Videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even shoot photos no more.
Mm-hmm.
I just do videos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what I noticed too. Like, I remember there was a time where you would do like, you know, like bundles. I don't know what you call them specifically, but they would be like mini sessions or whatever.
Yeah.
And it'd be like 15 photos.
Yeah,
it's an hour.
I still try to do that.
Squeeze them in. But that's what I knew you for the longest. That's what I knew you as, like, oh, Fernando, like, he just takes photos and stuff. He does the occasional videos, like, I remember when you first were getting into the videos, you were doing like videos on cars.
Yeah.
And I remember I feel like not to say you started the trend, but I feel like you were the first one in Arizona who started the trend of hanging outside the window and filming. Because I remember I was like, este güey se va a matar a la verga.
Yeah, that's scary.
You know, like you were hanging outside the window or even opening the door and recording.
I just feel like it's normal now. Like
everybody does it, you know, but I feel like now people do it, but I feel like you had to have some balls to do it like back then.
You know what's crazy? Like I never thought about like, oh shit, I'm gonna fall. Like, oh fuck, like I'm this close to the ground. I always thought like, bro, like what if my camera falls? Like,
yeah, you're more
like,
worried.
I never thought about myself. I always thought like, bro, like if I break my camera, I have a shoot tomorrow.
And you know what's funny, dude? I remember when you first started doing that, you had posted on your story, "Who's down to help me do some rollers?" Yeah. And I was like, I got you. And I forgot we were driving, but I was driving your car, and you were like, all right, keep it at like 35 miles an hour. So I was like, okay. And I'm like driving your car, and I see you get out the freaking car out the window, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You're gonna kill yourself. I'm like, I'm an accomplice, dude. Like, te vas a matar y me van a mandar a la cárcel a mí. Yep. But that was always like, damn.
I never thought about it that way. I guess because I don't know. I've never fell, so I'm always just thinking about like my gear. Like, bro, tomorrow I have a shoot. If I break my camera, like, what am I
thinking
gonna
about
do?
the future, huh? You're like, oh, no.
I'm not thinking about like I'm gonna fall. Like I know I'm not gonna fall, but what if I break my camera?
Yeah. Nah, that makes sense, dude. But so what would you say now, like, because I know you're filming at like businesses now. Like, I feel like you started off doing photos for like truck clubs, and then you started transitioning into photos for like quinceañeras, weddings, and stuff like that. And then you started slowly doing videos. What got you into the door of creating content for businesses?
I think the same way people would ask me like, "Hey, I have this is my business. I need some content. Like, can you do it?" And I'd say, "Yeah." Like I didn't know.
Again, going back to YouTube.
It's exactly how
YouTube
I do.
University,
and even still now, I still YouTube. Like if someone asks me like a certain type of edit, I'm like, fuck, yeah, I could do it. And then sometimes I can't because it's getting crazier now. It's getting more serious. It's
like
not getting
the effects
crazy.
and stuff like that. And
yeah. So now I'm getting to a point where it's like, now I'm working with big companies, and it's like,
I see.
You need to know what you're doing, because they're not gonna be like you're not gonna come to them and be like, oh, I couldn't do it, my bad. They're gonna be like,
you're fired
and give us our money back, and we're never gonna. And then not just that, they're gonna tell the next company like, don't work with this guy because he doesn't know.
And that's the thing, dude. Because I feel like now that you're in the space of creating content for businesses, it's like the next level. And I feel like now it's like we're barely getting started with the whole social media content creation for businesses. Because I feel like, I would say not even a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, that wasn't a thing. Like businesses weren't investing their money in content creation because they didn't see the value of it.
I think it all started with Reels. Now everybody needs,
because they see
Reels.
the amount of exposure they're getting. And I didn't even realize how much, exposure it was. I was like, why are people spending their money on this? But I saw the amount of exposure Nadia was getting with the cafe.
That's what I was going to say. You should know with Nadia.
Yeah, and then I started, because she started telling me, showing me, like, I'm like, why are you always on your phone? And it's always like freaking editing videos and stuff. Yeah. But like from 1 month to another, like, she's like, babe, look, the cafe's at 7,000 followers. I'm like, that's a lot of followers for the cafe. And then all of a sudden, 2 months later, she's like, we're about to hit 10K. I'm like, what the hell? And now they're like, I don't even know how much to follow. They're like way past that. But with Amor too, like the Amor Collective,
what is that?
It's Amor Collective. Amor Collective is it's like a incubator space for Latina businesses and Latinos, because they have a Latino now. But basically, it's multiple businesses in one storefront, and it helps them develop the skills. It's like they call it an incubator space for the businesses to, learn all the skills they need to eventually grow into their own brick and mortar company. So I know all those words because of Nadia, because I'm not the
I'm like, damn, bro, I don't even know what you're saying right now.
Yeah, no, but I know that because, I try to like be there as much as possible for her, but sometimes she talks to me and it's like, como dices tú, like, I don't even know what you're saying to me, but yeah.
You just
but yeah, that's going back to what I'm trying to get at. Like, I never noticed the full value of the marketing that goes into the businesses, and how much that plays into the amount of customers you get. Yeah. Because now, like, I remember I used to go to the cafe and it was like, one person in line. This morning I dropped off 5 bags of ice because she asked me to. There's like 10 people in line. Damn. And I'm like, dude. And then she tells me, like, look, there's always lines. I'm like, that's crazy.
I go sometimes. I go there to meet people sometimes.
Yeah. And then Jose Pacheco films a lot too. Yeah. You film
there
too.
So the thing about Jose Pacheco, bro, he always laughs when I say this, but he's my teacher. Like, without him, bro, like, he taught me. So I feel like right now I'm on a level, right? Before I met Jose Pacheco, I was like down here. He brought me to a whole new level. And he's beast.
Shout out to Jose, bro.
Jose Pacheco.
I need to get him on this podcast too.
Yeah.
No, I remember when I first met him, was because Nadia and Stephanie, her mom, they had hired him for like videos and stuff. And I don't know if they knew him before then, but
I think I know the story of how they met.
Yeah, and then she introduced me to him. It's like, oh, this is Jose. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? And he's always been a good guy, good character. But it was funny because it was like last year when you were filming the Halloween, the pumpkin heads. Yeah, we got you for that, and you're like, Jose's coming, and I knew who Jose was because they had just filmed at the cafe. Yeah, they were coming. And I was like, oh, I know. And then you were like, how the hell do you know him? And I was like, oh yeah, he films at the cafe. And then it was just like a small world. So yeah. Anyway, it's been a long journey then for you as well.
It's been really long.
From GoPro Hero 4 to cameras I can't even spell.
Yeah, right now I think I'm on 9 years.
9 years? Damn, dude. So congratulations to you, bro.
Thank you. And photography 9 years, videography like 4 years.
4 years.
But that's how I started the video. People would just ask me, and then I'd be like, yeah. And now I haven't had to ask anybody like to shoot, just with my work being posted. Like I get like,
you get the reoccurring people.
I get new clients. So I try to get at least 1 or 2 new clients every week, and then it just keeps going.
Do you ever get to a point where you have too many and you're like running out of hours in the day, or is it you limit? You have like a cap.
That's how it used to be with when I was at FedEx. I didn't have enough time. I didn't have enough time. And that's when I was like, what am I doing here? Like, it got to a point where I was like FedEx is in the way of me
progressing, doing
my own thing. And I was like, it was scary. Like, it's always, I don't know, if, whoever has started their own business is scary. Like, it's not easy, but you just have to do it. Like, it's never, I was waiting for the right time.
And it's never the right time.
I'm going to save up this amount. in case this happens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna, you know, you think you're planning for the perfect time, but bro,
There's
you
no
just
such
gotta
thing
do
as a
it.
perfect
You
time,
just
yeah.
gotta do it.
So going off that subject, bro, like when you had failed, and como dices tú, you just felt like the whole world came down crushing,
Bro, it was bad.
and you still gave it another shot.
Yeah.
What made you what made you want to continue, like saying like, you know what, like did you know it's because you knew you did it at the wrong time, or
I feel like I did it.
you rushed it?
I just wasn't ready.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like it was ready.
Mm-hmm. But you did it still anyways.
I did it,
Mm-hmm.
but it was. I mean, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it wasn't the right time. But
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna just do it.
Yeah. So this next time, you just kind of have to feel.
You have
it.
that feeling, yeah.
Yeah.
I get you.
I can't explain it. Like
Mm-hmm.
that time, it also felt like I was ready,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So
You just
the
never
difference between that first time and the second time is, damn. I don't know, the feeling, I guess.
Mm-hmm. What I like, what I like to see, or what I'm trying to think of, I feel like God knew you were ready the first time, but He knew that the right client base wasn't going to be what you needed at the time.
Damn.
And He said, you know what? I'm going to force him to fail. He's ready, but I'm going to force him to fail because the people that he needs in his life as a customer,
They weren't there.
they weren't there yet. So I'm gonna give him a little bit more time.
More
It's
struggle.
gonna suck for him, I know.
He made me struggle.
He made you struggle, but so
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it was, bro. Like he said, you know what, you're ready, go ahead and try, but I'm gonna make you fail so that you can take this with a grain of salt, practice it a little bit more. Meanwhile, the customers that are gonna supply you and be able to give you not only the job but give you that income for them to come.
You know how I say like that time I failed? I feel like I didn't really fail.
Mm-hmm.
It just in my head I thought I failed, but I was still working, so it's like I don't know. It still felt like I failed, but I've always been working.
Yeah.
So it just
Well, it's a good thing you got a second chance, bro. Shit. See, no?
And if I fail, I'm gonna start again.
You're not failing, bro. The amount of times I see you working versus you just relaxing is crazy.
No,
That's igual que la Nadia, dude. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm filming. Or you don't reply, you reply like 2 hours later. Sorry, bro, I was filming. Or, hey, what are you doing this weekend?
Me?
Yeah. And then, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I got to film for this company. And then right after, I'm going to go to this company. And then right after.
Bro.
This is why you need the Tesla, bro.
Like my friends, for me, my friends hate me, bro.
Yeah.
My friends hate me. I flake the most.
Mm-hmm.
I make plans. I don't show up. I'm always late to my friends, and it's what it is right
But that's
now.
part of being your own business, bro. That's part of being an entrepreneur. You know, you have to make those sacrifices.
That's just what it is right now.
Because at the end of the day, what you got to make sure is that your family's fed and they have a roof over their head.
Yeah.
And if they don't understand that, then are they really your friends?
I
You
don't
know,
know.
they have to understand that business comes first.
Yeah, the ones that are still around, they understand.
Mm-hmm.
But so many people have
Left.
left.
Yeah. And that's how life is.
I'm always alone, bro.
You just gotta keep a small circle. Because at the end of the day, you can have so many friends, but at the end of the day, what's the point? You know?
And that's family too.
Mhm.
Family, friends.
That's how it is. You know?
I'm the crazy one.
You're the crazy.
I'm the
You're
crazy
like,
one
"Este
that
está loco, la-"
I'm the crazy one that thinks I'm a photographer.
Yeah. You are. And much more than that. Not just a photographer, a videographer.
I'm not even a
business
photographer no
owner.
more.
You know, a good friend, a good dad,
Oh, yeah.
a good husband. So, you know, you can't just put one stigma on you. You gotta see it. You gotta see outside the scope. You know, if people, you can only see yourself in one way. Take a step back and really see yourself for what you really are.
You know,
like a good business owner,
Yeah.
an entrepreneur, a hard worker, a good dad, a good husband, a good son.
Yeah.
You know, because I met your parents before, and you know they love
Oh,
you.
you
So
haven't.
yeah.
You haven't. The one thing I was saying earlier is I've never liked to say that I'm a professional.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Like I've never liked to say like I do professional work.
Why do you think that is?
But I think I feel like I like to be humble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say who, when I was starting,
say his name. Say the name.
it starts with a P. I mean, anyways, when I was first starting, they were hiring photographers.
See,
they weren't hiring. They were
scouting or
giving a chance to shoot for them.
Was it a business?
Yeah, no, it was a.
Was it a famous person?
It was an event.
Oh, okay.
And then they were like, there was like maybe 10 photographers.
Like a casting.
Yeah, and they were like, we're gonna use all you guys. We're gonna, this is a great experience for you guys to get exposure and all this. And I was like, so are we getting paid? How much are we getting paid?
I'm not getting paid shit.
And they were like, if you wanted to hire a professional, if I wanted professional pictures, I would hire a professional.
Damn.
And then that's when I was like, bro, this, like, how is it nobody reacting to this?
Crazy, bro.
How is nobody reacting?
That's
to
like a
this?
slap in the face. To
I was
everybody.
the only one. I was the only one that didn't go that time.
Yeah.
And everybody else, like, estaba de pendejo.
That's crazy. That's fucked up.
Look at me now.
You gotta say the name.
Nah.
No bad blood on this podcast. Dolor por amor, not dolor for venganza, bro.
I loved him. I like to see where he's at right now.
Oh, la madre. All right, so dude, that's crazy. I feel like a lot of people see you and know who you are, but
Yeah.
they don't know like the como se dice, behind the scenes.
Nah.
They just see where you post and stuff.
Bro.
I feel like all you post is like other people's content, but you never post like you.
Nah, I'm
'Cause
trying
you
to
used to
get
post the car and your little
Yeah.
kid and stuff, but
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at. I'm trying to do more like like behind the scenes and talk about me more. Be in camera. Did you see
give a face to the business.
Yeah.
Place. Yeah.
So like I always tell people, like, it's good that people know who the owner is of the business, and I feel like I need to do the same to myself.
To you, yeah, because
Like
they gotta put
like my brand,
yeah,
put a face on my brand.
and be like, my name's Fernando, not Ram.
Yeah. Hey, maybe that should be like something for the future, like get people to know my name.
Or just get another truck, bro.
No. Hey, so
you get a truck, I get a truck.
I told my girl I should get a TRX so that I can
Go
say
back.
Ram Fam's back.
4 doors accepted.
Only 4 doors.
only supercharged
Only,
trucks.
only TRX.
only 700 horsepower or more.
Hello.
Damn, it's a big pumpkin.
Está cerrado.
No, sí. No, pues está bien, bro.
Right.
I'm glad.
What was this question? Para terminarlo,
I forgot.
What was? All right.
No, we were talking about putting a face to your business, and then you putting more of you in your content,
That's
because
why
they gotta know who you are as a person.
I'm trying to do more reels, even if it's with my phone.
Just do like something you want to do. I can't tell you do something and you're like, fuck that, chivato.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say do like skits and stuff. Like I feel like
I
feel like you're funny, bro, but you don't think you're funny.
Bro, I'm hilarious.
Sí, a veces pinche presumido, la verdad.
No, did you see the one I posted? The
Which one?
one I was snorting donuts.
See, like that, dude. That gets everybody's attention.
Bro.
Like me and Nadia were talking about that, and she's like, "Ramfir's stupid." And I'm like,
that one was a little. My mom was crazy. My mom was mad at that one.
"Nah, it's funny, bro. Should keep doing it. Like at least once a week, bro.
Yeah,
a little skit."
so the other one before that was the one where I was like, did you see it where the phone overheated?
No.
I was like, I'm gonna give you guys the best advice to never run out of clients, and then the phone overheated, so like there was no advice.
Oh no, I didn't
that
see
shit was
that one.
funny.
No te pases, man.
But yeah, the snorting donuts was crazy.
That was funny. I didn't expect the donut. I was like, this was funny. He's just doing it like
But
that.
there's
I thought it was going to keep going and then you're going to cut it off.
The
but then somebody says con el donut.
Yeah, the comments were like, bro, I thought we lost you. Like, we thought we lost you to
like,
the
bro, you
drugs.
forgot to clean. You forgot to clean your face.
Yeah, no.
No.
I've never done drugs ever.
there's another
Except I did edible ones.
What about when the Ramfam party, when we were, doing those, oh, never mind, I can't say that.
I got
Salió la sopa.
I've never done drugs. I've never smoked. Nobody believes me.
No?
I've never smoked. I've never done any drugs.
No? Not even like a wax pen or anything? No?
Wow. I did for a friend's wedding, we puffed on a cigar. And I was sick for like a whole week.
You inhaled it, huh?
They said I didn't think I inhaled, but my throat was hurting, bro.
Yeah, you were.
I didn't cough or anything,
No?
but
No, yeah, they were saying that when you, because I never smoked a cigar, but you're not supposed to inhale. You're just like,
yeah, they were
hold it
saying
in your
that.
mouth
They're saying
and
just
blow it
like
out.
puff it and then just let it out. I thought that's what I was doing, but clearly, I'm not a smoker.
You're
So.
not a professional at that.
I'm not a professional at that. But yeah, I've never done any drugs.
Oh, that's
Not
good,
even
dude.
smoke a cigar.
Congratulations
or,
on that,
I mean,
too.
a cigarette or clean.
Can't say all that. I can't say the same, but.
No, yeah.
So, going aside from the photography and the business, give a little background on how you grew up. Because I feel like that's something that I never really knew about you. But because I've heard about your brother que está in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
And your parents, I've met them here, but.
Hey, he's about to get a visa.
Yeah?
To come over here.
Finally, dude.
After like,
it's been a freaking 20 years.
I haven't seen my brother. I have a brother. He's 9 years older than me. I haven't seen him in like 13 years.
Mm-hmm. He was here though, right? And
yeah, he got deported.
Right?
Yeah. So my background is my parents are immigrants from Mexico. We're from Chihuahua.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an immigrant too.
Mm-hmm.
From Juarez. I was born in Juarez.
You were born in Juarez. Damn, you were born in the worst city in the world.
The best, man.
Ah. Pura balacera.
Yeah.
Celebration.
Agua. My new floor.
Te van a cobrar.
So, we were poor, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just plain simple.
Mm-hmm.
If we didn't work, we didn't have money. We didn't have food. And that's it. Like, right now, I have DACA. So now I can have a license, get a house, whatever. I have to renew it every, 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
I have to renew it again. I should just get married already, but I haven't got married.
Does Jenna have papers?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Y no te los quiere dar.
No, yeah.
You have a kid already and no te los quiere dar.
Ya
You bought her a house and no te
Ya
los...
le compré casa, ya le compré carro.
Vato.
¿Qué más quiere, güey?
¿Qué más quiere?
And then, we are working family.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I've known, work.
Yeah, work.
So I'm trying to change that.
I feel like that's just...
That's the typical
That's
family.
the typical Mexican... Well, not even
household. Mexican,
but I feel like any immigrant is... It starts like that.
Yeah.
You know, being the first... Either being the first generation or the first immigrant to come here to the United States.
Yeah.
It's not the prettiest.
Yeah,
it's not the prettiest picture, but you have to struggle to get to where you want to be.
My dad came here first, and then my mom and me, and my brother, and then we just... I think I started working when I was 12 at the swap meet.
¿En cuál? ¿La 35 or?
No, 59, 50.
¿Glendale?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Las pantallas.
Las pantallas.
Bro,
The pantallas son... It's a drive-through movie theater, and they have obviously all the screens in Mexico. In Spanish, they call them las pantallas because that's where you see the movies.
Yeah. So I started working when I was 12.
¿En qué? ¿Vendiendo like ropa?
No, vendía fruta y verdura con un señor. Bro, I don't even know who this guy is.
He just told
you, my brother, I don't even know if my brother knew him, but somehow he would take me like at 5 a.m. with that guy. And then we'd go sell verdura and frutas. Y me ganaban mis $30, which was good when I was like freaking 12.
Por día.
Yeah, so I would have $60
for the weekend.
For the weekend. Pero me las gastaba ahí en el Swami.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, I started working there. And then after that, it went straight to the restaurant. So I've always worked. And then I've always had 2 jobs. I used to work at the restaurant and at this other place where we would make food for like boys and girls clubs, schools, and high schools.
So that was you growing up since you were 12?
Yeah.
So when did you start at the restaurant?
When I was 15.
15.
I would just be in the back washing dishes. So that's how I started. I used to want to be a chef. That was my goal. Y quería empezar. I also wanted to start my taquería. Le íbamos a llamar Taquería El Molcajete.
El Molcajete.
It's a good name.
It is.
And then
trademark.
I think me and my mom did a couple caterings.
Yeah.
And I feel like I worked so long with food that I got tired of it.
Yeah.
Ya no quise, la verdad.
No, I get you.
But I love cooking though.
Yeah. You cook at the house?
Yeah, I cook all the time.
Yeah, it's good.
Cook for my girl.
Yeah. Me vas a invitar.
No.
Just gotta, perro. Me vas a invitar, pero me tienes que decir with a 24-hour notice. So I can start driving here, and by the next day I get here.
No, but yeah, we were pretty... éramos bien humildes y... Somos bien humildes todavía, pero...
Todavía.
We were poor.
Yeah.
If we didn't work, pues...
No hay comida, no se paga la luz.
Yeah.
You guys always lived in 43rd or?
No, we used to live on like 19th Ave in Indian School.
Mm-hmm.
That's at the beginning, and then we've always been on the west side after that.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Tolleson, class of 2010.
Oh, high school? Todas en high school?
Yeah.
Wow. Donde mi cuñado trabaja ahorita.
He works there?
Yeah.
At Tolleson?
As a counselor.
Bro, I passed by there the other day. It looks nothing like.
Well, they
when I
just
used to
started
go.
building it. They're making renovations and stuff. It looks nice.
Yeah, it looks nice now. I want to go back.
Now, is it ghetto or is it not ghetto? I don't know.
It used to be super ghetto. Bro, when I started, they used to have riots and stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now it's not that bad.
Yeah. Hopefully.
But yeah, we've always worked, so it's just normal. And I feel like in the Mexican, I'm just speaking of me. Like it's normal to have 3 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's normal to have 2-3 jobs. Oh, you're telling this?
Yeah.
Like if you don't have even now, like when I'm not doing something, I'm starting to change my mindset. Like you don't have to always be
Working.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
And like when I'm not shooting or something,
Find something
I'm
else
at
to do.
home like editing, and I'm like, damn, like I'm not doing anything. Like
You don't feel like you're working, but you're actually working.
Like we're so used to work, like labor type work, that you feel like you're not doing enough.
Como like you're not. Yeah.
You're not doing it enough,
Dude, now that you say that, I feel the same way. Because como I said on my last podcast, similar to you, I've been working since I was in like the 2nd and 3rd grade, working for my dad in the pallets. And that's like
hard.
labor. It's a labor job.
Yeah.
So I'm like, now that I started working as a teacher, I completed my first year technically in October. So it's coming up. And I love what I do, bro. It's like one of my passions. It's, teaching and
I didn't know that.
Health and fitness and stuff like that.
I knew that part.
Training and stuff. So it's a whole different level, but kind of just guiding kids and like giving them advice. It's so self-rewarding that it doesn't feel like work. I mean, sometimes kids give you a headache and sound like disrespectful, but it's not hard labor. So salgo de trabajar, like I go to work. And I leave at like 7 when I used to wake up at 4:30 to go to work. So now I wake up technically I wake up hella late.
Yeah.
And then I get off early. Like I get off at 3 when I used to get off at 4 or 5. So I'm like, how is it that I'm starting later, getting off late or earlier, and I'm making more money than I used to make?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's when I'm like, I tell people like, yeah, you don't have to go to school, but depending on what career you choose to do, it helps out.
For me, being an immigrant, I never thought about, like when I was in high school, there was nothing after high school. It was just work. Because my brother went to college, and I would see that his degree no valía because he didn't have papers. So like, why would I want to go to college if
you can't do anything?
You can't do nothing. So I didn't plan for college at all. Like senior year, I was like, okay, what am I gonna work at? What am I gonna do? And I was still at the restaurant. And at the school's job for food. And then I did that shit for like 7 years, 2 jobs.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, that was during the Ram Fam days.
Yeah. That's why the meets were like at 9 o'clock. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm me being a high school kid, bro. I'm like, I have to be back by 9. Why are you making them so late? No, I remember that, dude. I'm perceiving. It's a lot, dude.
No,
it's
but
a
yeah,
lot.
I would just... A lot of work.
Yeah. So, growing up like that, bro, would you say now you have your own family?
Yep.
Right. You have you're married, right, or no?
Not yet.
Or engaged.
Engaged.
Right. So you have your fiance, and you have your kid. Que tiene que 9?
7.
7. How would you say how different is it now, looking back at your own little family versus when you grew up?
I feel like I was always alone, not because my parents like didn't love me, but like they had to work for me to have
a roof,
food, whatever, the essentials. And I was always like, I've always been into soccer, so like there was never anybody there for me at soccer, and I would hate that. And like for other things too. So like now I'm trying to change my mindset into like I need to be there for my son because they were never there for me.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to work hard so that I could do anything I want with him, whatever he wants.
So you're
to do.
trying to balance that, because you are. I mean, I feel like once you grow up with that work ethic of having to work hard and work,
I still
a
work
lot.
hard, but
I feel like it's also a mental battle trying to like juggle your work life and then have time for your family too.
yeah.
Because sometimes you just forget and you're just like, oh, well, I gotta do this.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for a good reason, because you don't want your kid to grow up how you grew up.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, you're at a position right now where you don't really have to work as hard and still kind of have that work-life balance.
Yeah.
Where you have time to be with your kid and spend the weekend with your family.
No, yeah. Now I have a lot more time.
Mm-hmm.
I can make more time.
Mm-hmm.
I can make my own schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can move everything around and just be like right now. Like I posted a video the other day when I was late to picking up my kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was at a shoot and it took a little bit longer than I thought, so I got stuck at the end of the line. You didn't see that story?
No.
I posted a story and I was irritated that there was a lot of traffic and I was stuck at the end of the line. And then I stepped back a little bit and I was like, wait, but like, I can pick up my son every day.
Yeah.
Like, why am I mad?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
I pick him up every day.
Mm-hmm.
I can take him in the morning if my girl like has an emergency at work. I can take him, and I can still work, and then I can go pick him up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why am I mad? Why am I frustrated?
There you go.
If I'm here every day,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And
And I feel like most people don't realize.
Yeah, and if like I said on my story, like if I had a memory of my dad picking me up every day from school, like that'd be such a positive
Thing in your head.
image of my dad. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was here every day.
Mm-hmm.
He took me to wherever every day, like ice cream, whatever he wants. I could take him.
And that's things that you do with your kid, huh?
Yeah.
You're like, well, okay, get it.
Yeah.
You want an ice cream from McDonald's?
Pick him up, and I'm like, "Are you hungry?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Anything."
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I thought to myself that day, like, why am I mad? Like,
Yeah. So you were like stressed out. You had like
stressed.
a mental blockage in your
yeah.
head.
And then I made a story. I was like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah. See that? I love that, dude. I love that for you, because literally I always tell everybody, like, I mean, I still get so pissed off sometimes, like for the dumbest things. But I feel like I've done such a good job lately catching myself. And, I always say this, you take a step back, give it yourself like 3-5 minutes.
Also, I have a lot of control.
Yeah.
I have, like, if you know me, I have tons of patience.
Yeah.
Like, you could do something and I'll just be like,
Just stay there.
whatever, bro. I'm never going to react. Like, later on, I'll be like, I could have punched this guy or something. But
then it's just going to make the
like,
situation worse.
I'm teaching my son to, like, control yourself.
Mhm.
Like,
It's never worth it.
you don't need to react to everything or anything. You don't need, you just need to, sometimes you just got to be quiet.
Yeah. Because being quiet says a lot more than reacting.
Yeah. And people notice when you don't react more than when
and it pisses them off more.
Yeah.
Because they're like, what the fuck? I'm not getting what I want out of him.
Yeah.
Say something, And no, see. And like, that's the beauty of it, bro. Like, being able to just take time and, control yourself and have that strength. Because a lot of people, it's quick to react, but I feel like it's weak to react sometimes. Obviously, there's times where you have to. You have no other choice. But I feel like if you don't have to and you can just avoid a situation, it's a lot better for you, not only mentally and physically, but emotionally as well.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, all you're going to do is hurt the other person or whatever the situation is, and also hurt yourself too. Because it's not who you are.
I think it goes back to, like, being an immigrant.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been taught to, like, be low, like, lay low. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like we
Don't
always,
get in conflicts.
another thing that I grew up with, like, we're immigrants. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the most that you can avoid, like, police. Like,
Mhm.
even to, like, if you need help, like, you're going to call the police? Why? Like,
Yeah. We can do this.
Yeah,
Te curamos en la
yeah.
casa.
So it's like, you always try to be low. You know, like, we grew up without a license.
Something happens outside, close the
Yeah,
curtains.
like, sin licencia. So it's like, no, like, te van a pedir la licencia. Or, like,
Mhm.
no, like, just avoid the situations, I think that's how it started.
Yeah.
But now it helped me to, like, you don't have to react to everything. You just, lay low or get out of the situation, be out of the way.
Keep to yourself.
Yeah, just do what you got to do. I don't know.
Yeah. And it's funny because I have a friend, que no tenía papeles también growing up. But I feel like he was different. I feel because I don't know, like he wasn't in a similar situation to you, pero no tenía papeles, pero íbamos a hacer like desmadre, going to the parties and stuff.
Okay.
Él le valía verga, güey. He was like,
Yeah.
he would like, oh, like we go to a party and he would like, oh, like if they ask for my ID, tell them I don't have my ID, but I have my passport. And he would pick out his passport, bro.
I would use my passport.
Era el pasaporte mexicano.
Yeah.
Pero él lo tenía bien crumpled, like si lo hubiera hallado en una, like in a trash can, way. And I was like, dude, I'd rather tell them you don't have identification, because if I give them this, they're gonna be like, this isn't real.
Just give him a 20, bro.
Just give him a 20. So yeah, and then that's always a joke, like, because he just got married and he has papers now. They didn't papeles.
That'd be nice.
And I know, right? And it was funny because now when we go to the bar or whatever, they're like, that's for IDs, and we're like, take out your passport, bro. Take out your complete passport. And he's like, nah, I got one of these now. He saca su credencial. I'm like, oh, sorry, Mr. American, sorry, Mr. Trump. So no, see, it's funny, but so no, yeah, it's good, bro. That you get to take the values and the lessons that you.
No, I've learned so much. This year alone, I've learned so much from like people, other business. I'm trying to surround myself with like
good people,
people that have experience, that have their business of their own. And I've been learning from a bunch of people.
You just got to be a sponge.
Bro, I'm a super sponge.
Yeah.
And here, I was going to pass you this.
Oh, I got that already, yeah.
And then I've been learning a lot from a bunch of people. And I'm always asking questions like, hey, like, how'd you do this? How'd you do that? How'd you do that? A bunch of people have been giving me advice. And I'm super thankful for that.
And I feel like that's all you got to do. Because I feel like a lot of people are scared to ask for advice.
Yeah.
Like they feel like they're going to get... Their fear is rejection.
Yeah.
And that's like the biggest...
I've been rejected.
The biggest upset.
I've been rejected a ton.
But the thing is, you just got to get rejected and move on.
Yeah.
Keep going.
All you can say is no.
Last thing is... Yeah. The worst they could say is no. But would you rather get a no? Would you rather not know the answer than get a no? Like, I feel like that's just going to, like, hold you back so much.
Yeah, you just got to ask questions all the time. I'm always asking questions to anybody. If I don't know something and they know something, I'm going to hang out with them. Like, hey, how'd you do this? Like, what can I do to, like, or what can I help you with? You know, like, there's always someone that knows something you don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm always introducing myself to, like, people that I don't know, just because, like, you don't know who's in the room with you. I've met a ton of people that are like crazy wealthy and knowledgeable that I didn't know it was them. You know, like if I wouldn't have introduced myself, I wouldn't have known that I was in the room with that
opportunity. Yeah, and they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Now you get in the same room with not only that person. Let's say he's like that person's very wealthy or whatever, but you go to an event and it's multiple people within that same category. And then he sees you and he's like, hey, Fernando, ven pa acá. Like, let me introduce you to my guys. And then it creates an opportunity.
That happens so many times. A lot of times.
And that's the magic of networking.
Yep.
And I didn't learn that. I didn't learn that by myself. Well, I give credit. Dude, I give credit to my fiance all the time, dude. Like,
she's a good businesswoman, bro.
She's not only is she a good businesswoman, but she's a good partner. I'm so grateful to have her in my life because a lot of the things that I have right now wouldn't be here because of her.
Yeah.
Because you know me, you were there pretty much the whole like transition. You met her when we started the Rat Fam thing, and she has never taken anything out of my life. She's always added to my life.
Nice.
She is the biggest asset in my life when I met her and till this day. And I just feel like everything that I do, I have to give her flowers for, because
you have to, bro.
It's never like, hey babe, I want to do this, and she's like, why are you gonna do that? It's a waste of time. If she sees that I'm really, really like invested in it, like emotionally, and like even though she's like, it's not gonna be a good idea, she knows that all I need is her apoyo, her ¿cómo se dice en inglés?
I don't know. Chicken.
Pollo chicken.
Chicken.
All I need is her. Fuck, I don't know how to say it in English.
Not approval, but like
support.
Support.
Yeah. All I need is her support,
Spanglish,
and she always
Spanglish.
Spanglish. So she always supports me in every decision that I make, even if sometimes it's a bad decision. That's or good. Not a bad, but like not a good one. But she's always there, like, do it. Like, if you need help, let me know.
Do you guys live together now?
No, we don't, not yet.
Yeah.
That's the goal, bro. The goal is to get a house next year. So, poco a poquito, con el favor de Dios, you know. But that's the thing, dude. Like, you have your fiance that I know for sure always has your back.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like as a man, that will always be the biggest asset that you can get is a partner who's willing to support you in any decision you make.
Yeah, even if it's a
bad one. Because at the end of the day, who's gonna be there to help you?
We're both gonna learn at the same time.
So, but at the end of the day, you know, 2 people is better than 1.
Yeah.
And she always tells me like, always ask for help. Why are you trying to do everything by yourself? I always tell her, babe, it's because I grew up having to do things by myself. You know, you never had that support.
Yeah.
You know, your family, como dices tú, your family, when you started doing the photography, and they're like, why are you going to do it?
Bro.
So then you have to do it on your own.
I stopped telling people that I'm a photographer because they'd be like, ay, si te crees el fotógrafo. Pero cuando me querían, hey, date la cámara.
Yeah.
So like,
¿Para qué? So, no, yeah, dude, just having that good support system is essential in anything that you do in your life.
You want to take a shot?
You want to take a shot? Pinche vato, you gotta make me drive drunk. I gotta work tomorrow. Why do you give me the bigger one? Están calientes,
It's the
güey.
same.
This is not a shot. This is a freaking, just a whole bottle, güey.
Just take a little shot.
Can I just put it in my cup?
Yeah.
¿Cómo se abre esta madre?
Bitch. Is it still
Can
recording?
you see the bad influences Ram Fair is doing?
Imagine if it's not recording.
Oh my God, dude. I'm gonna cry.
Check.
No, it is recording. I have faith in my cameras.
I would check.
No manches. I have faith, bro.
I don't.
Me vas a quebrar los headphones. Estoy de esta, What about that one? See?
You want to stop it and start again?
No, I know how to edit, bro. ¿No la puedes abrir?
You said we're gonna stop half hour in.
Yeah, because the main camera, was the one que I'm gonna buy another phone, dude. Pinche Don Ramon, way. You probably had this in your fridge for the longest.
You take it.
No mames, it didn't work.
No, they gave me these for my birthday.
See? Oh, so you're celebrating with me. Let me have that one. It's the same. No mames, way.
You don't have to drink it all.
I have to, bro. Ready?
For the immigrants.
Just a little shot.
God damn.
I'm tipsy. How long has it been for?
In my fridge? Now we're in 12 minutes.
No, it's not that bad.
Anyways,
No, but yeah, talking about, I was pinche. Go home when you're drunk.
ya no le den
Llévalo a la casa.
Nah, but going back to...
I'm going to post that on Instagram.
Right after the shot.
Anyway.
Talking about how poor I was.
Was? I'm just playing.
I mean, how poor I am. Now,
Tiene tres carros.
we grew up pretty damn poor. Like, something I was telling my girl earlier, like, I hated during high school, like, I worked the whole high school. Mm-hmm. And I never, like, the little things, like, I could never afford a yearbook.
No.
So I never had a yearbook.
No.
I was never able to buy, like, like, when you shake hands for the diploma. Like, I don't have a picture for that.
No? All the pictures?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, we couldn't afford that. It was like, I couldn't tell my mom.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
But I couldn't tell my mom, like, hey, can I have $250 for a picture?
Same.
So, like, now, whenever I do, like, the graduation minis, I always tell people, like, if you can't pay, like, pay me later. Like, I want to give you the pictures. Because I never had that.
Yeah.
So, it's like, I try to help people as much as I can when it comes to, like, graduation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I've helped a bunch of people.
No.
And, like I feel like I would have loved that in my high school days.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, for example, I love soccer, and then what I was telling my girl earlier, like, during the yearbook picture, I had to work. So, like, if I went back to, like, the yearbook, the soccer team, I was not in the picture.
Damn, dude.
But like, my name was in there, but like, I wasn't in the picture.
On the picture.
But I was like, fuck, like, like when I saw someone's yearbook and I was like, I knew I wasn't gonna be in it, but I was like, at least I'll check my name. Like, yeah, my name was there. I was like, all right, well, fuck. But like little stuff like that, like.
So not even the yearbook picture?
Nah.
No.
No, the yearbook picture, yeah,
Sí,
but
pues
not like
during class. But.
Yeah. But like, yeah, just like little stuff like that,
Yeah,
like that we couldn't really have, like, you just couldn't ask.
Life's
for
a
that.
struggle, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
So like
I mean, I understand there's a lot of people that have it worse or had it worse than I did, but like there's always a story to tell, you know. People don't understand. Like I never knew that. Yeah. And it's not something, you know, nobody's proud of talking about, but it's something that people need to hear, because I feel like too many people just show like the good, and they don't really talk about like the struggle and how it was.
I struggle, bro. Like I used to go to work in the bus. Like I was telling my girl, like, have you ever been on a bus? Like she's like, no. Like my parents would always take me to school. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, like that's cool. Like I had to take the bus. If I missed I was telling her, if I missed the bus for my school, I would have to walk to school. Yeah.
You would get there you would get there faster walking after you missed the bus than waiting for the next one.
No, yeah, because like for back then, to get to Tolleson, the bus was every hour, not like the busy streets.
So you went to Tolleson High School, and you lived on 19th and
no, that was a long 43rd. Time ago. I used to live on 79th and McDowell. So like
damn, so you moved a lot too.
Yeah, so every year we would move, because like I don't know if you've ever lived in an apartment. Like every year it goes up. Yeah. So like we would have to move, so we wouldn't pay more. Yeah. We would always move. Every year we would be in a new apartment. Yeah. And then
damn, that sucks, dude.
Yeah. And then I think there was like a couple that would be like, it wouldn't go up too much, so we would stay there for like 2 years. But then after that we'd move.
And then you guys got the rental on the house, right? Or compraron en la 43.
That's where my girl lives.
Oh, that's where your girl lives. Yeah. Oh, so you lived with your girl when I met you.
Yeah, I lived there for a couple years.
And then you guys had moved to an apartment, right? On in Bethany Home? No. ¿De quién era en Bethany Home?
My mom's house.
Was it?
My mom's apartment.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. See, because I knew of like certain spots, but
yeah, we moved.
Damn, dude, that's a lot. See, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, nobody understands it. It's everybody has their own struggle, especially being like, I just say, because I only know my culture. Like, I can't put my 2 cents in on anybody else's culture, but I know a lot of immigrants, Mexican immigrants, they struggle, dude. Yeah, and it's hard. And it's like I would assume, like, I grew up in a pretty rough time frame too, but like I talking to you, like, I'm like, damn, I'm grateful that, I lived in the same house my whole life. Oh. It wasn't me having to move. I mean, it wasn't the prettiest house either. Yeah. Like, the house was literally where my dad's business was. Like, it wasn't.
I think that's badass.
I mean, it technically wasn't a house, but I'm grateful that I didn't have to drive to work in the morning. Like, I would just walk outside and it's right there.
That's true.
But another thing was, you were talking about, like, nobody picked you up from school. Nah. I there was times where my dad would pick me up, but it was always like, he'd pick me up in the long truck, the pallet truck, because venía de la chamba. Yeah. And I was so embarrassed, dude. I'm like, I would tell him, pick me up far away so I can walk, and I don't want nobody to see me like getting picked up, because kids are ruthless, bro. So, but there was times
I would have made fun of you. I just
see what I'm saying? I mean,
I'm laughing right now, bro.
No, but I remember there was times, going back, my parents wouldn't be there to pick me up. Yeah. And I would wait like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Nobody would be there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where's my mom and dad? No me van a levantar. Bro. And I would go to the office, and they're like, mijo, y tu mom, like the cross lady. Mijo, no van a venir por ti.
That makes me want to cry, bro.
And I'm like, pues no sé. No vinieron. You know?
I feel that. I was there.
So I'm like, what the heck?
They would pick me up sometimes, and then
there's times where
so like when they would pick me up, it'd be like at 5. So like
late,
you'd get out like at
3:30. Yeah.
You have to wait till 5.
Yeah. And they're not gonna take care of you. They gotta go home. So I would call, and they wouldn't answer. So I'm not gonna lie, there was a few times where I'm like, what happened, dude? When are they ever gonna come pick me up? So luckily my school wasn't far. It was like, I would say a couple blocks, maybe like a quarter mile from my house, if at that. But the thing was, I lived where a lot of homeless people are.
Oh, that's
you know, where the homeless tents and stuff.
It is pretty bad.
So it's rough. I mean, I would walk and there's like heroin needles and meth pipes and stuff. So it's like, it's not the best.
What school was that?
Well, Dunbar, it's right by the Capitol.
Okay.
You know how by my house there's that tent city?
There's a few schools.
Yeah, well, tent city is right there by the train tracks. You take pictures there.
La carretera.
Yeah.
Or the street.
So I remember a few times I was like, I would lie to the cross lady. I'm like, oh, sí, me dijeron que caminara and they were going to pick me up on the way. Okay, mijo. So I'd walk my ass to home, bro. And I would remember I would walk and I'd like get to the house and they're working. And I'm like pissed off and the guy wanted to cry. I'm like, what the hell? You forgot about me. And they would look and like, oh my God, mijo. I forgot.
Bro, I'm sure they felt like shit.
I didn't check the time. I thought it was still this time. And I'm like, si quieres, I could just walk home. It's not that bad. No, it's too dangerous. I'm like, I just did it today. Why can't I do it tomorrow? And they're like, no, we'll pick you up. And then every once in a while, they forget. But it's because they're so concentrated in getting, those pedidos out that they're like pressured because they have to make the money for the week. Yeah. So I looking back at it now, like I understand, like maybe they were stressed that they needed to get a certain amount of money. But
I feel like for me, I'm a dad now.
Mm-hmm.
You can, I guess, just because what I do now, like I can make time,
mm-hmm.
but I feel like you need to make the time
mm-hmm.
for them because you just need to.
Yeah.
There's nothing to it.
Yeah.
Like if you really want to, like you will.
Yeah, but I feel like
it's just different.
It's different, because you don't understand how they were raised.
Yeah.
Because
so it's like they can't, like, for me, like coming back to like the business part, like
mm-hmm.
they're not gonna teach you how to save money, how to invest your money.
Yeah.
If they don't know, like nobody taught them.
How you can't blame them for that either.
Like how are they gonna teach you if they don't know? Like you can't be mad at them for not teaching you. Like
mm-hmm.
you just have to
learn.
Like those things. I just learn on my own how to save money,
mm-hmm.
how to.
And it sucks because you make a lot of mistakes on that.
Oh yeah, but
because I always there has been a lot of financial mistakes that I've made in my life, and I'm just like.
I still
getting out of it. I'm just like, fuck, dude, this is impossible. But
I make less mistakes now.
You have to make less mistakes as you go further. But like when I was younger, I'm like, damn, dude, like se me hacía fácil. Yeah. And then now I'm like paying for those mistakes. I'm like, fuck. But I'm not gonna sit here and say if I can go back in time and change it, I would, because then I wouldn't be able to know. Like I feel like I have to make those mistakes not only for me to learn how to like be better financially and well off.
Yeah. But
also, when I have kids, let them know, hey,
now you know. So
yeah. So I feel like they didn't have that opportunity to make those mistakes because obviously they didn't have papers and they couldn't get into those situations. But they didn't learn. Like I don't know if I said this before, but my dad only made it to the second grade, dude. Damn. Like he didn't. He went to the second grade and then he had to work with my grandpa.
I don't even know
the farm because. My grandpa, he needed help and he had to work for him. So he stopped going because they couldn't afford going to school. Yeah. So my grandpa couldn't pay for school anymore. And my dad went to the second grade, and after that he worked with the farm with my grandpa, and he realized that wasn't making any money. So that's when he made the decision to come over here. So it's just, I feel like you can never blame others for the decisions that you have to make in your life. Yeah. You just have to find a way and learn.
There's just a point where you have to take responsibility for your own actions.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
It just sucks, but
and you learn on the way to success. You have to learn and from the mistakes
and be able to give a better future for your kids too when they grow.
Yep.
No pues sí, Fernando, aka Ram Fair, which he doesn't like the name. No, but this is a good podcast, bro. Like, I appreciate you, joining me on this little journey.
There's been other podcasts that invite me, but I don't like to talk about myself.
No. You chose my podcast, too.
Yeah. I don't like to share.
Be jealous, guys. Be jealous.
I don't like
Sean envidiosos.
I don't like to share too much, but you guys saw that today.
Yeah. And it's good, bro. It's good to kind of just let it out.
Yeah.
Como dices tú, like, you're like, oh, fuck, you're going to make me cry, bro.
I didn't cry. I thought I was going to cry.
Held them in, but no, dude, it's beautiful. Your story is beautiful. And there's people that I ask, hey, like, I have this podcast. this is kind of what it's about, but it's kind of like free for all. Like it's just, chop
What
it
do you
up.
want it to be like? Get deep into the people's lives, or what?
So what I want it to be, like the title says it all, bro. Dolor por Amor Podcast. It's changing the pain that we have in our lives and changing it for love. So pain for love, dolor por amor. I feel like we all have some type of trauma or some type of history that we went through negatively, and we kind of took that and changed it into a positive aspect.
For sure.
So I feel like we all have a story to tell. And, you being one of them.
I have a lot of stories.
Yeah, multiple podcasts, bro. But so I feel like we just all have something to say.
I feel like,
and we don't have a platform to say it. So that's kind of what I want this to be.
I feel like we can have a second part and go in even more detail.
Yeah.
So I can
teach
some people. So I can teach some people some or give some advice.
Yeah, no, we definitely gotta do it. I asked everybody that I have. Like I don't say that I have really close, como dices tú, like, I don't have that many friends, but I know a lot of people that I can consider more than friends.
Yeah.
I feel like friends are just people that you pass time with.
Yeah.
But I feel like there should be another category where you have people that are down for you and know that when you need something, they'll be there.
I have a few of those when like,
so
I don't talk to them for a while, but then like I can
But when
call
you
them.
text them, they're there.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I'm a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
If like I won't always be there. Like
no, he's not.
like I'm not always gonna be there like with the crowd. But like if you call me like, hey bro, like I broke down, bro. Like can you, bro? I'm there.
Yeah.
Like
You'll do everything in your power to get.
If I can't make it, I'm gonna send someone to get you.
Yeah, you'll have somebody. Yeah.
That's
what it's about, dude.
I know a ton of people, so I'll talk to.
Yeah. Organiza. Cámate, Chapo Guzmán. No, but yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. Like, I'm grateful to have you, and like I met you way back, and
can't believe it's been that long.
It's been a long time, dude. And then I feel like I've seen you grow and progress a lot, and I've never really taken a step back and seen myself in somebody else's eyes. But you known me when I was a desmadroso high school teenager, and now I'm a high school teacher.
I think you were the desmadroso in the team. You and who else?
Rudy,
you and Rudy.
We're the one. We were the face of Ram Fam when it came to like racing and stuff. But no, see, I'm proud of you, dude. Like, I feel like I never tell people that because I feel like it kind of like takes away the machismo out of it. But
I have something to say too.
I just want to say that I'm proud of you, dude. Like como dices tú, like you've gone through so much. From the Café Rumba to the FedEx, working in no AC, to, now filming content for all these great businesses, like you're doing a good job, dude. And not only like financially and business-wise, but as a family too, I see you post your kid, you're building a car for your kid. Not only are you just sending it off to get it built, but you're actually taking the time to build it with him.
Yeah, that's why
that's beautiful, forever. Dude.
That's why it's taking forever.
It is what it is, but like, you have so many years with your kid, and it's going to be worth it in the end.
Yeah.
I mean, the car looks pretty clean. You guys can't see it's in the background, but it's pretty clean. And your wife or your fiance just came from this grocery store, and she's smiling because she's proud of you, dude. Like, she sees you getting interviewed or being a guest on my podcast.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
She's smiling at you because she loves you, and she sees there's a reason why you're on these podcasts or why you're getting invited. It's because you have value. Yeah, like you're a good person.
Like when you told me, I was like, no.
I know. I was like, I really want Fer to be on it. And Nadia's like, do it. And I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna be on it. Like, no le gusta hacer eso. But when you said I'm like, what the hell? You said yes. So.
Oh, yeah, thank you for having me. And
no, see.
For me, like how you say, like you never tell people you're proud. Like I never. For me, the thing that I hate saying is like I love you, but I love you, man.
Oh, I appreciate you, bro. That makes me.
I never tell anybody. Like not because I don't love them, but. Is that Mexican part of us.
Yeah, it's the machismo part.
Yeah but I'm trying to get better at that. That's it.
Yeah.
Love you. Thank you.
Appreciate you for being here. Now, it's not going to be the last one. Like I always say, like I feel like everybody that I have gotten on this podcast so far has been a great asset, not only to the podcast itself, but to the people watching. Like I feel like they always have something to take from it. Yeah. And I've been getting a lot of good feedback from it. So
that's good.
Let's just keep it going.
Keep it going. And little by little, you'll get more equipment, and it'll get a lot better.
So, I'm trying to close this off, but we can't. We keep talking. we're setting up for the podcast, and Fernando has all these like lights and stuff, and yo aquí setting up my my cheap Amazon lights and stuff, and he's like, no bro, let's use my lights, free $10,000 lights.
No,
So
but,
no, I appreciate you for helping me out, bro. It's a blessing. So, but pa la otra.
yeah, thank you
All right, guys,
for having
so-
me. And if you're an immigrant, you can do more than what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
If you keep fighting and just work hard. The way you're so before we end it, when I was working at FedEx or any job, I thought to myself like, bro, I work so hard for these people. Like I work really hard. Like I go above and beyond. Like imagine if you do that for yourself. Imagine if you work so hard for that company, you work for yourself and put that time for yourself. Like you can do great
make it,
things.
yeah.
You can do great things, and I'm proof that you can do it if you
Yeah.
if you believe in yourself.
And you're just getting started, bro.
But it's my
It's
first
just the
year.
Surface.
First year.
Yeah. I'm excited for
Full
what's to come.
And next year,
2025. Ahí vamos.
it's looking good.
All right, guys. So we're gonna close this off. Thank you, everybody watching. If you're tuning in on Spotify, Apple Podcast, like, subscribe, comment. I want to know what you guys are thinking, how you're feeling. If you have any value to give, any wise words, we're watching, we're reading all the comments.
I'll reply.
If
it's positive.
if it's negative, we'll reply too. Like, comment, subscribe. Dolor por Amor on TikTok.
And share it.
Dolor X Amor Podcast on Instagram. Share it.
Also, if you want to see who do you want to see on the podcast?
If you want to see somebody that you think that will give some value to the podcast, let us know.
With a good story.
And we'll try to get them on here. But thank you guys again. We love you guys, and we'll see you guys on the next one.